What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Andy with GetAwesome Gaming, and today we have a Genshin Impact guide for you. This guide's going to help you get more free 2-star and 1-star artifacts to help level up your artifacts without the use of resin. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the guide here, but before we do that, I'd like to ask that if any of you have found this content helpful, that you go ahead and like that video. It just helps me out on the algorithm. So our first location here is at the teleport point in Dragonspine, just northwest of Starglow Cavern. And we are going to turn around and drop down here. Now, one of my tips for running this route would be to bring along any characters you have that increase mobility. So, in this case, I have Mona. And by the way, these bookshelves here are our first location. The second location is going to be just south of Wormrest Valley. But I have Mona for getting across water, Razor for the run bonus, and then 2 Animo characters in Venti and Jean. Venti, obviously, for getting up, high places. Jean, just to get the Animo resonance for the characters. Now, these barrels and crates here have 3 different locations. The next location is going to be up here north of Wormrest Valley. Now, if you have a portable waypoint, this is going to be the longest run of the route. We're going to turn around and head back northwest. So, I will show you when we get there where if you have any need to drop a portable waypoint, it's a good location to do so, just because this is the largest gap between teleportation and actually getting an artifact. So it's a good candidate for that portable waypoint if you're doing this as a daily run. Now, I've seen some videos that will just show the locations, but I decided, by the way, we're going to keep going west here. I decided to go ahead and put the whole run on, just so that way, once you're familiar with the run, it's a lot easier than just looking at a list of locations and saying, okay, I gotta go here, then I gotta go here. This just is a video you can kind of play along with, and once you're familiar, then you can just kind of commit it to heart instead of having to come back to the video. So this tent right here is where we're going to also drop our portable waypoint. Right there. And then that way we don't have to make that run. The portable waypoint, it lasts 6 days, and I found that to be as good a use as any, since I have to make the run every 24 hours. So we now continue to head west, and we are headed towards that building over there. Oh, I thought I was going to catch it. Alright. That's my fault there, folks. Okay. So we are at this table for the next one, and then there's a lot of other stuff, like there's radishes there. We're going to teleport north to Stonegate. And, I mean, depending on what time you have available, you can pick up all this stuff in the run. Sweet flowers, mineral veins, radishes, carrots. There's meat on this route, so right here at these crates. Now, from there, I want to catch all of the areas where it's just one teleport point to one general location where you can get artifacts. So the next one, we're going to teleport down here to Salterra. And then this is obviously one of the locations where having Mona comes in handy. But you can get there without her, it's just a little quicker. And we have these 3 locations underneath this tent. And now we are going to teleport to the Statue of the Seven south of Mingyan Village. And we are headed over to that tent west of the statue. Another thing I always recommend is having your treasure compass on you. If you haven't gathered all your treasures, then while you're gathering these artifacts, it never hurts to check just to see if there's any that you missed. Or if you ascended your world level, I believe that spawns new chests. Don't quote me on that. Alright, so we have now that location underneath the tent. The other one is just cooking ingredients. So we're going to go back up here to Chintzy Village, teleport at the spot right above the E. The E in Village. And we are going to turn around and head into this pavilion here. Up to these crates right here. But yeah, it never hurts rather to constantly be checking to see if there's any treasure chests nearby, since this is all about gathering resources anyways. Now we're headed to this cart right here with all the pots. And then we continue down to this little hut here with the textiles out front. Now we are going to teleport to the point on the queue in Chintzy Village. And we are going to turn around and head underneath this little gate here down to this hut over here. And right at that pot there's one. Now that we've done that, we can start the chain, if you will, because there's going to be more points per less teleports. Even though, so we went to the Statue of the Seven in Diwa Marsh. This is not an artifact, but there's always a 1 or 2 star weapon there, so you might as well grab it since you're already going to be there anyways. And we are going to go south over the bridge. Get stuck on a random point. That's the only downside to Mona's running, is sometimes it gets caught on little nooks and crannies in the ground, so to speak. Okay, right here where all these chests are stacked. And then over here where these 3 pots are. Now we're going to continue to head south to Wangshu Inn. Let off the run a little bit so we don't drain quite as much stamina. And this is another instance where having Mona comes in handy. We're going to run across the water over here to this dock. And then to these crates right here. Now we are immediately going to teleport up to the top of Wangshu Inn. And run over here to this tree branch. And we are gliding over to the middle pier that you see at the fishing village on the other side of the lake. And we are headed to those 2 barrels that you see at the end of the pier. Okay, now our next location over here at this broken down ship. And now we are going to head over here to this stone sort of area. I guess you'd call it like a, sort of like a fort, or what used to be a fort. And we are going to go down into this room. And this is one of the bigger locations. Where we have more spawn points. I believe there's 5 in total, or 6. Okay. Now that we're done with that, we want to head over to where you see the lamps. This is one of the areas where you can get meat, carrots, radishes, all that good stuff. But we're going to go to this crate right here. And now teleport north of there. And we are going to head to the broken down wagon on the edge of the cliff here. From there, teleport northwest. And we are going to float off of the side. And this is another instance every few days. There'll be a couple of violet grass there, which you might as well pick up because those are a pain in the butt to farm, so you're already going to be floating by, just grab them. And now we're going to head down to these 2 broken down wagons. We are headed to this treasure hunters camp. We have one location here where this bag is hiding. Another at this bunch of stuff right there. And then...
another test subject.
Let me scribe.
Go ahead and give you... And then right underneath this, there's a couple. From there, we're going to teleport southwest to the... teleport point just east of the Mount Aozang teleport point. And we are going to head over to this fishing village. Well, not really village, fishing house hut. Right there at that pot. And then around here at this side. And by the way, if you're familiar with any spots not in this guide, please let me know down in the comments, because if there are spots that I could add to this run to make it even better, I would like to do so, and maybe I have to remake the video, but so be it.
Another test subject.
And then right here underneath this treasure hunters camp at that spot, and it would help if you quit hitting me in the face. Now we are going to teleport to Mount Aozang. And we're going to jump off, and we are headed to the edge of that bridge where you see the straw-roofed little, I don't know, shed. I don't know what you want to call that. That thing. Okay, right here on top of these jars. And then up here at this crate. From there, we are going to glide off of the bridge and head south. And just continue to head south to this third pillar down here. And we are shooting for that jar that's down below. Okay, so from here we are going to teleport over to the Tianshan Mansion domain. to head northeast from there.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Huh. Let's play!
To this camp here.
Another test subject.
One at the tent. And one over here at this crate. From there, we're going to teleport to the point just south of Tianchen Mansion. And we are going to drop down and run to the southeast. First here at this crate. Next at this sort of end table looking thing. And then finally over here at this crate. Now we will continue to head south and east.
Fate is upon you.
Didn't mean to do that, but okay. I guess it works. Alright, from there, teleport east of that point after you get the one that was at the jars. Now, this doesn't get us right next to a point, but definitely a lot closer than we would have been running this way. So continue slightly to your northeast, following the path. Now, here at this wagon wreckage, I guess you would call it, is one. And then right here at this barrel. And then continue to head east to this barrel right here. From this location, we are going to teleport down to Tianshui Valley. And we're going to head north from here. This is a location where you can get a lot of meat. So, if you are taking your time, we have that fox, 2 boars, I believe a baby boar up there, and another baby boar right here. And then we're going to go into this wreckage. And then continue slightly north, drop down over this cliff to this wreckage right here. Now we're going to teleport all the way down south to the teleport point right next to the domain of the Wayward Path. It is the second teleport point west of Liyue Harbor. And we are going to jump off the cliff to the south. And immediately look down for that tent. And then just this location right here underneath the tent. Okay, guys, so that's all of the free artifacts that you can get daily. Hopefully this will help you level up your artifacts, help you conserve a little bit more resin. As always, if you found this content helpful, a like would be super appreciated. If you'd like to catch more of my stuff, a subscribe would be also greatly appreciated. And until next time, guys, get awesome.